Leningrad's capture is one of the three strategic goals in the German Operation Barbarossa and the main target of Army Group North. The strategy was motivated by Leningrad's political status as a former capital of Russia and the symbolic capital of the Russian Revolution and Bolshevism, hated by the Nazi Party. The city's military importance as a main base of the Soviet Baltic Fleet and its industrial strength, including numerous arms factories in 1939, the city was responsible for 11% of all Soviet industrial output. Although various theories have been put forward about Germany's plans for Leningrad, including making it the capital of the new in-German-land province, it is clear that Hitler intended to utterly destroy the city and its population. The Siege of Leningrad was a key event in World War II that lasted 872 days from September 8, 1941 to January 27, 1944. It was one of the longest and most destructive sieges in history, and many say that it's the costliest due to the number of casualties. The siege began when German and Finnish forces surrounded Leningrad. The Soviet Union, after Nazi Germany invaded in June of 1941, the city's able-bodied population built anti-tank fortifications, and the Red Army defended the city with 200,000 soldiers. The Germans dropped leaflets to the population announcing the USSR's defeat. Leningrad was subjected to enemy fire and strict Soviet control. On September 8, 1941, the Wehrmacht captured the last road to the city, effectively putting Leningrad under siege. The city's defenses stabilized, but by early November 1941, the Germans had cut off all vital supply lines to the Soviet interior. The people living in Leningrad endured hunger, horror, and immeasurable suffering. In desperation, they ate everything from petroleum jelly and wallpaper glue to rats, pigeons, and household pets. They burned furniture, wardrobes, and even books to keep warm. Theft and murder for ration cards became a constant threat, and the authorities arrested over 2,000 people for cannibalism. An estimated 1.5 million people died as a result of the siege, mostly due to cold and hunger. In January of 1943, Soviet forces managed to open a narrow land corridor into the city. But the Red Army didn't lift the siege until January 27, 1944, when Soviet forces approached Leningrad and forced the Germans to retreat. The Soviet government awarded the Order of Lenin to people of Leningrad in 1945 to pay tribute to their endurance. The city didn't regain its pre-war population of 3 million until the 1960s. The Siege of Leningrad resulted in the deaths of some 1 million of the city's civilians and Red Army soldiers.